Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
The 182nd Manchester derby did not live up to the hype as Manchester United and Manchester City cancelled themselves out in what was a drab 0-0 draw. Both teams drawing blanks and in the end sharing the spoils, leaving United on top of Manchester City in the table. Chelsea slipped up in the early title race as Edward Mendy, otherwise reliable, had a rush of blood, fouling Dominic Calvert-Lewin to give Everton a penalty converted by Jeffery Schlupp, giving them all 3 points. Carlo Ancelotti with one up over Frank Lampard. Liverpool and Spurs also slipped up in the title race, dropping points, leaving Spurs at the top of the table at the end of the weekend. Spurs drawing late on, conceding a goal from Jeffery Schlupp after goalkeeper Hugo Lloris spilled the ball after he had caught it from an Eze free kick. Liverpool also went behind to Fulham and got back into the game from the spot after Mo Salah converted the ensuing penalty kick. That sets up for a really amazing clash on Wednesday night when these two table toppers face each other at Anfield. It's sure to be exciting. Arsenal's woes continues. For the fourth straight time, they have lost at home, losing 1-0 to Burnley of all people. A rush of blood here once again from Granit Xhaka, who was sent off for hustling a Burnley player down onto the pitch. Arteta is confounded at this point, and Arsenal have nowhere to hide. They have to face the full rigors of their fans, who were not excited to be at the Emirates and losing 1-0 to Burnley. In Spain, Barcelona beat Levante narrowly 1-0, and Real Madrid edged the Madrid derby 2-0. Real Sociedad still top the table with Atletico Madrid in second place. Barcelona are 8th on the table. Next, and AC Milan rallied back after going 2 goals behind against Parma, leaving them unbeaten and on top of the Italian Serie A. Juventus won 3-1 in their game, Cristiano Ronaldo with 2 penalties. In Germany, Bayern Munich drew versus Union Berlin 1-1, and Borussia Dortmund were thumped 5-1 by Stuttgart, which has led to the eventual sacking of their coach Lucien Favre. Welcome back to Sahara Football. I hope you guys had a great weekend as I did. It was great footballing action across all the European countries, across all the top leagues in the world. Today we're going to break it down in terms of performances of Ghanaian players abroad. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi. Jeffery Schlupp ended the draw for his Crystal Palace side in the 81st minute. Jamie Leweling found the back of the net for his Rutherford side as they won 3-0 against Sandhausen. Joseph Painstil scored the 3rd goal of his time at Angarakuju as they won 4-3 in the Turkish Super League. Subscribe if you haven't and click on the notification bell to get more updates. So without much ado, we'll start off from England. Performances of Ghanaian players abroad. Newcastle United took off West Bromwich Albion, and I think the fastest goal of this weekend, 20 seconds, they got into the lead. They won this game at 2-1 against West Brom. Christian Atsu still not included in the side, looking to move on in a Champions. Cardiff took on Swansea, and Andre Ayew's side won 2-0 against Cardiff. Jamal Lowe had a brace that secured all 3 points for Swansea City. Nottingham Forest took on Brentford. Tariq Fosu played 66 minutes as Brentford beat Nottingham Forest 1. QPR, they took on Reading. Albert Adoma's QPR lost 1-0 to Andy Adams' Reading. Yadom not in the squad. Adoma came on in the 57th minute. Southampton beat Sheffield United 3-0. For the second game week in a row, Mohamed Salisu made the bench. He did not play any part whatsoever in this encounter. Crystal Palace took on Tottenham Hotspur, and Jeffery Schlupp, his equalizer in the 81st minute, was enough for Palace to share the spoils with Spurs, who are taking the lead in the first half of the game through Harry Kane. He played 90 minutes and Jordan Ayew was an unused substitute. Arsenal played Burnley at the Emirates Stadium. Thomas Partey out injured as his side lost 1-0 to Burnley. Leicester City took on Brighton and Hove Albion. It was a 3-0 victory for Leicester City. Amate still out injured, expected to be back in the new year. In Spain, Leganés, they took on RCD Mallorca. Idris Baba came on in the 85th minute as his Mallorca side edged 1-0 against Leganés. Elche took on Granada, and Kingsley Fobi of Granada was not in the squad as his side won 1-0 versus Elche. Italy, Venezia took on AC Monza, and Kevin Prince Boateng was not in the squad for Monza. They won, however, 2-0. Crotone took on Spezia, and Emmanuel Jesse came on in the 58th minute for Spezia. They were thrashed 4-1. Lazio took on Hellas Verona. Emmanuel Ajimambedu was not in the squad for his Hellas Verona side. They won, however, 2-1. In Germany, Sandhausen took on Greuther Fürth. Jamie Leweling was on target in the 33rd minute. He played 77 minutes of the encounter. Greuther Fürth beating Sandhausen 3-0. Bochum took on Paderborn 07, thrashing Paderborn 3-0. Christopher Entreje came on in the 62nd minute of the encounter. Heidenheim took on Hannover 96. Patrick Chumesi played 73 minutes of the encounter. His side lost 1-0 to Heidenheim. Bayer Leverkusen versus Hoffenheim ended in a 4-1 thrashing of Hoffenheim. Kasim Adams was an unused substitute for his Hoffenheim side. France, I go to next, and Amiens, they took on Chambly Oise, and it was Nicolas Opoku and Lomote in defense for Amiens. They drew 1-1 over there, and they played at the heart of that defense for Amiens. Strasbourg took on Metz, and Alexander Djiku played 90 minutes for Strasbourg in this 2-2 draw with Metz. John Boy suspended. Majid Waris an unused substitute. In Belgium, St. Trudy's VV took on RC Sporting Charleroi, and Samuel red card in the 69th minute after 2 yellows was the highlight for the Ghanaian as his side lost 2-1. In Bulgaria next, Ludogorets Razgrad, they took on Cherno Morvena, and it was a 1-0 victory for Ludogorets Razgrad. Bernard Tekbete was not in the squad for this one. In Denmark, North Zealand, they took on FC Copenhagen. Kamaldeen Sulemana played 90 minutes of this encounter. Abu Francis played 78 minutes. Isaac Atanga came on in the 85th minute. Copenhagen beat North Zealand 1-0. In India, Northeast United drew 0-0 with Chennai FC, and Kwesi Appiah came on in the 64th minute of this encounter. Both teams drawing blanks here, 0-0 in the end. Sweden and Trelleborg took on Brommaporch Kana, and it was Fatal Safi who came on in the 55th minute of this encounter. It ended 1-1, both teams sharing the spoils. In Switzerland, FC Lausanne Sports took on St. Gallen. Lawrence Atizigi was in goal. His side lost 1-0. He played the entirety of the game. In Saudi Arabia, it was Al Ahly Saudi. They took on Al Nassr. They beat Al Nassr 2-1. Samuel Owusu came off in added time, 90 plus minutes before he came on. In Turkey, Alanyaspor, they took on Besiktas. Bernard Mensah came on in the 46th minute for Besiktas. It wasn't enough, however. They lost 2-1 to Alanyaspor. Kayserispor drew blanks with Trabzonspor. Kaleb Kuban playing the full 90 minutes. It was a 0-0 draw. Fenerbahce took on Yeli Malatyaspor. Free Aqua played 90 minutes. Benjamin Tete also played 90 minutes. Yeli Malatyaspor 3-0 winners in the end. Angarakuju played Konyaspor. It was a 4-3 victory for Angarakuju. Joseph Painstil on target. He came on in the 77th minute, and guess this, he scored in the 78th minute. A great feat there for him. In Austria, Red Bull Salzburg, they took on Lask Linsk. It was a 3-1 victory for the Red Bull Salzburg. Ashimeru, however, was not in the squad. In Serbia, Red Star Belgrade took on Baka. It was a 2-0 victory for Red Star Belgrade. Richmond Boacheyado came on in the 46th minute. And finally, to end in the USA, where there was a big party, Columbus Crew won the MLS Cup, and making history in that process was Jonathan Mensah, becoming the first African captain to lead an MLS side to the MLS Cup. They beat Seattle Sounders 3-0. I've talked about it in yesterday's video. So that was how the weekend went for Ghanaian players. Kudos to Jonathan Mensah for making history. All those that were on target: Jeffery Schlupp salvaging a draw for his Crystal Palace side, and also Jamie Leweling and also Joseph Painstil finding the back of the net. Swansea City with Andre Ayew still making amazing strides and looking to get back into the Premier League. That's a summary of how Ghanaians performed in the Premier League across the world, everywhere. Let me know your highlight of the weekend for you. The Manchester derby was a drab. Teams at the top slipping up in the Premier League was quite interesting, setting up an amazing, tantalizing game between Liverpool and Tottenham at Anfield on Wednesday. I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited by that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week. Enjoy your day.